In this video, we will just be discussing one question from this worksheet. We have gone through this question in class, this question in class. This one, yes, I've gone through also. So now we are doing question number 5. Okay, number 5 is really not easy. So you can try first. If you don't know, then you continue watching the video, alright? Now, in order to do any logarithm question, you need to have this set of laws at the tip of your fingertips. Okay, for a start, maybe you're not very sure. So it's good to have this mind map with you, and in your mind map, I've only given you this part. I did not give you this part, so you can add in the change of base, which I've done in the video just now. Bowling, which you have done from day 1. And I just want to highlight all the rules. The rules here, these are very commonly used. The first 3, these are also commonly used. Now the last one, it's not very important. It's not really tested also, but it's something that if you know, it'll be good for some difficult questions. But if you don't know, it's fine also, alright? So the important ones are the first 6, the change of base, and the bowling. Okay, bowling is the name that I give this conversion from index to logarithmic form to index form, vice versa. Okay, so let's have this with you when you do this question. Now, if you were to look at this particular question, number 5, you find that it is actually not easy because what they've given you is base m. Okay, the two so-called equations that they've given you is base m, but what they want you to show is base square root m. Okay, so this sort of hints to you that probably you have to use the change of base, because if I have a different base from this, then I can never use this to prove this, you see. So the very first thing that I have done in solving this question is I actually worked on this left hand side here. Okay, this is what I want to show, right? So I'm not going to write this. This would be at the very last step, then I end up with this on the right hand side. What I am doing now is I'm going to change this into base m to match whatever they're given me. Okay, so this is the strategy that I am using here. That means you have to do some thinking, you know, what you want at the end. Your customer say wants this, but you only have this. Okay, so you got to somehow convince the customer that, hey, okay, let's this is what you want me to show, right? You see, can you see this part here is this part here? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I don't like this square root m, right? Because this square root m doesn't fit what I have. My company only has this and this, these two products, but the client wants this product. So what do? I change it to the product that I have at my company. Okay, so I change it to log m, and the change of base, which you just learned in the video just now, I hope you have watched the video, is I change it to whatever base I want. Okay, it becomes a fraction, and the two base are of the same value. Then what is here, I write on top. What is at the bottom, I write below. That's it. This is a very simple change of base thing. What's on top, I write on top. What's at the bottom, I write at the bottom. Okay, and right now, because of the cube root, the square root, it makes the whole thing very complicated. Alright, so I'm going to change this whole thing into power 1/3, change this into power half. Why am I doing that? Because let me just put a bracket here so that you know that this power belongs to this. When this power belongs to this, I can throw it down. When this power belongs to this, I can throw it down. Okay, take note, the bracket ends here, the bracket does not extend here. If this whole thing is bracketed and down here power half, you cannot throw it down. Okay, you can only throw it down when this power half belongs to this number that's inside this block. Okay, now I throw it down, you take your calculator, 1/3 divided by half, you get 2 over 3. Okay, your calculator will tell you that it's 2 over 3. Do not use mental calculation because some of your mental calculation is not so strong. Okay, and then the good thing is that when I've applied power law already, I end up with something very simple like that. And here the denominator, the good thing is that is equal to what? Your denominator here, m to the power of what is m? Must be 1, right? So this effectively is 1, so it disappears. Not say disappears lah, it is still at the denominator here, but we don't have to write, right? Okay, then 1/3 divided by half is 2/3, and log xy to base m is just here. So you see, from a very complicated looking thing, which is this fella, okay, I transform it into something simpler, which I can later split. I can split this into 2/3 times log mx plus log y. This one I can apply this because they are being multiplied together. Okay, you refer to your formula sheet. Now this is like part 1 of my solution. Okay, finding out what this is equivalent to, and now with this I look at what my company has. Yes, my company got this this thing here. You look at my thumb, my company has this also. Okay, so now I can work on these two to get what my client wants, okay, or what your client next time when you go out to work what they want. All right, so this is what I'm given, equation 1. This is another equation that I'm given 2 equations. Okay, so now you take a look. I didn't use bowling to change any of this because you know why? I still want to work with log. Okay, so I don't want to remove log and then later log again, then it's back to square 1. Okay, so from the very first step, I noticed that there's an x square here, there's a divide by x square here. So if I were to add this equation 1 with equation 2, okay, when I add them together using law number 1, when I add the 2 log together, the inside here, the m and the n, they'll be multiplied together, and that's what I want. I want to take this x square y cube times y over x square so that okay, I add this equation to this equation. So on the right side is just a plus b. On the left side, okay, when you combine the 2 log together, when you add them together, right, you actually have to multiply the 2 expressions here together, and that's what I want, because x squared will cancel with x squared and I end up with only y to the power of 4. Okay, and I'm not scared of this expression at all because I can use this power law. Okay, throw down the power and then I get this. Alright, then that's what I get. Throw down this power here, and because it's a number 4 here, it's just a constant, I can divide both sides by 4, and that is a very important log y to base m that I want. Why do I want this? Because this one later I'm going to sub into here. Okay, let me rewrite this. Give me a minute. This fella here is actually equals to 2 over 3 log base m x plus log base m y. Okay, you compare this question with number 3, which we did in class just now. They are quite similar, except number 3 is much more straightforward. Okay, number 5 involves this additional step here, conversion into this part here, so it's a little bit more complicated. That means this is a better school. Okay, now once you have these techniques in mind, then you can do any question you want. Alright, it's just a matter of getting used to it. Now let me continue. So I hope you understand that when I combine this plus this together, right side become like that, left side become like that, And after that, right, it becomes this, and I can find my log y base m. Okay, now I have this part already, this part here. Because the question wants you to express this in terms of, wants you to show this. See, I got my something A already, right? Here. 2/3, this is your 2/3, 2/3. And I got my something A and B already. Okay, now my job is to find, where am I? Oh, sorry, I found this already. I haven't found this. I need to find this. Okay, so solving simultaneous equation, basically that is what I'm doing here. Now from equation 2, okay, this one, I can split this left hand side, right, into, because it's division. Division means log y base m minus log x square base m. Alright, then I already know this is this, right? I sub here, then I can make log x base m the subject, and I'll get this. Okay, then you sub in, then you can get the answer already. That's it, because that's what they want. But I know that this is actually this, which is this, and then I can find the answer. Okay, please ask me if you have any question about this particular question. It is not easy, a lot of algebra involved. Okay, but if you can do this question, you are very good.